It's live. It's real. It's entertaining.
Good morning show.
Morning. I gotta fix
Somebody
this.
should have told you about love, marriage, and relationship. Ain't nobody doing it like us.
Because they ain't us.
Follow us on Facebook on the Couples Lounge page. Tune in every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Fishbowl Radio Network in the Gray Bowl, the Couples Lounge Radio Show, giving you something.
Good morning, y'all. Getting everything adjusted. Okay, we might need some more music. Hold on. Play us something else. Hey, y'all. Trying to adjust.
VP!
Oh, Lord.
VP! What's up, baby?
That shirt caused us some issues this morning. Some issues on today. Well, good morning, Kevin. Hold on, y'all. I gotta switch this up. I had to put it on something. Oh, I guess I should have put it on somewhere else. Huh? Is that cricket? It don't look cricket to me. You talking about what I got it on? I got it on some gospel music.
Oh.
That's all right.
Yep,
All
Kim.
right.
You better know it.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning. We letting everybody come in. Letting baby Sure out. Sure out to promote within too. I think you on that. I seen you on that page too. Y'all share along with him. We're talking about part 2 of divorce. Divorce. Y'all see our topics on there today. We're gonna talk about when you lonely in your marriage. I'ma hold it though. When your spouse ain't living up to their potential. And I think my husband might be gay. Not me. But some women may think their husbands are gay. Like, should I leave him? Is that something we can work through? So that's what we're going to be talking about this morning. It wasn't on purpose, but y'all see my jacket? I felt the need. I was like, I might need on something that look warlike-ish. Because somebody got this shirt on. Think I might have to be ready for war up in here. But we are still as one. We as one though. Yeah, we are. Your tears. Y'all see how that lightning keep changing? How y'all doing this morning? What y'all doing on this Saturday? I have my girls' night tonight. The goddesses are getting together. So I'll be chilling with my friends tonight. Hey, everybody that has joined. Where y'all joining from? Where y'all at this morning? Where y'all coming in at? Huh? What city? Hey, y'all checking in from the Bayou Classic. Oh, man, we have got to go to the Bayou Classic. I've been wanting to go there since I was in college. And have yet to make it. Well, thank you, Miss Ford, for tuning in. We're gonna hit that Bayou Classic next year. For real. Bayou Classic. Yeah, I got my gym stuff on this morning. That's right, Kevin. Baton Rouge, Eric. Hey, Danielle. You about ready?
I'm ready.
You at work? Oh, thank you, O'Neal.
I'm ready.
All right, time to get this party started. Save some marriages on this morning. Baby, let me know if I'm talking loud.
We late. Let's get it started.
Huh?
We late. Let's get it
Oh,
started.
for you?
Okay, well, let's get it started. Mineola. Welcome everybody to today's Couples Lounge. It's your country boy, Mineola, aka Showboat. Nah, I done killed him. Ramon Tuck.
So that shirt causing him to do?
Before I introduce the sexy chocolate that's to the left of me, I got a very important announcement, something to say real quick, very important. No more. It's starting to end today. What are you talking about? I'm talking about the male bashing. I need everybody to see my shirt real quick. You know what I'm talking about?
Women do not male bash. We just speak the truth.
Man law
23B.
23B.
It seems like male bashing because y'all always doing stuff.
You got the movement started today, 23B. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I just had to throw that out there. VP
So,
Kevin, what's
for
up,
all
baby?
of y'all who don't know, that's basically what the shirt is all about. No male bashing.
Yeah, you see the shirt. You know what I'm talking about?
For those that think we being
23B.
being serious, talking about
But let's get the show started out today.
Where can they get your shirt at, baby?
Tell them, baby, where can they get the shirt at, baby?
At Etsy. It's on Etsy. Our store
No more.
on Etsy is called
Eric,
the
what's up,
Couples
man?
Lounge. So y'all can get y'all shirts. They start at $15.99. And of course, the bigger the size, the more it is. But yes, we will be submitting that first order on Monday. So y'all go ahead and place your order on today, men. Well, actually, I saw a woman. You will not do that the whole show. I saw a woman say that she was going to get one. Because she said women need to stop talking crazy to me.
That's right. Eric, that's what I'm talking about. Well, I got my sexy chocolate chip with me, baby. You ready to rock and roll?
I am. This is your girl, Candace. Mrs. Tuck is in the building. And we ready to do this.
Let's go.
Do we got any announcements today? Get the shirt.
Get the shirt.
Thank you for supporting us.
Man Law 23B.
We'll be hosting our first couples event. That's not ours. Next,
Danielle, I don't know who you are, but I need you to get off the page with this 22A mess. It's 23B, baby.
On next Friday, so we're excited about that. A Christmas party, and we're hosting. So excited.
I'm doing it till the show starts. So until you start the show, I'm right here with
All
you.
right, y'all. So let's go on and get this started because
Okay.
I don't feel like fooling with that foolishness on this morning. But last week we discussed sometimes people want a divorce. You get in a marriage, you get in the thick of things, and you want out because you just didn't expect for it to be what it is. And it's like, yeah, ain't what I signed up for, ain't what I thought it was gonna be. Is this the person that I fell in love with? What? Like, wait, what? What? So we talked last week. Should we get a divorce when our money get funny, when financial issues come about,
and when infidelity hits your man? If infidelity hits the marriage,
right?
And so, today we're gonna hit on.
And both of those issues are things that I pretty much said you can work through,
right?
But you know, you just gotta have the skills and the mindset to get through them. So today, we're going to talk about I want a divorce, but should I? I want a divorce because I feel lonely. How are we together? How am I sleeping next to you,
but yet lonely
in a marriage? Marriage and lonely, 2 words that should not be going together. Don't go together.
Right.
So that's going to be one topic that he might need this shirt for. Because I'm going to speak for the ladies today. Because I feel like more times than not, we are the ones in a relationship that feel
I almost
lonely.
just bit you right there.
So I am going to speak for you, ladies. And fellas, I need you to be paying attention and not so much focus on defending each other and helping each other. These are going to be one of these moments.
The movement has started.
I need y'all to be honest and be real.
Man, come on, man. The movement has started.
Next on the list will be my spouse they lazy. They sorry. They ain't working up to their potential. And it's frustrating me. Should I just leave and do this by myself? Should I leave and find somebody else?
That's why Kevin the VP. That's why you the VP, man.
Really, Kevin?
That's why he's the VP. Come on.
The last one. Wives that may be in conflict thinking their husband is...
We ain't gonna get to 3 of them.
Is gay. I mean, it's gonna be just real quick because if your husband isn't having sex with you,
baby, don't get on it yet. Wait till we get on the topic. You about
that
to
is
go
not
there.
common for a man.
We're about to go. We're not on that yet, baby. Come on. You about to jump right there unless you want to jump in on that first.
I'm just saying.
Well, we're gonna go there. Go there.
Well, no, we'll wait. We'll hold that one to the end.
23B don't apply to gayness. We don't defend that.
All right. So first and foremost, intro question: What am I married for? If I'm still going to feel lonely? Why? No, Kelly. No, you don't need a divorce. Hold on. So, baby,
hopefully she won't.
Don't start that. Telling me to come on, carrying on, flow with the show. That's all I need you to do. Baby, so stats will reveal.
I got backers now.
That I don't care about
you know what I'm saying?
The studies show that 20% of the general population suffers from chronic loneliness, and at any, at a particular time. And another survey showed that within that 20%. Of the older adults, 62.5 of those were married. Why am I feeling lonely and I'm married? Because somebody ain't at home.
But it's a disclaimer about it.
And it does happen, I would say, for the most part, it does happen slowly. You get to a lonely point slowly because y'all start drifting away, or it could happen quickly when folks wasn't ready to get married.
Right. Also, if you want a man that's out here getting it and he's working, don't complain about you being lonely. If we're broke and your husband is out working, I don't need you complaining that you're lonely. We broke, we barely eating, so I'm out here getting it. So shut up complaining about. I understand that you're lonely, but if bills got to get paid and we're struggling to pay the bills and he's out working, you kind of got to tone that down.
I don't think that's more cases. I don't think most of the cases.
I'm just saying, if that is the case, you got to tone that.
She wants you grinded.
Okay, well, you got to tone that one down. Because I'm out here trying to work, then you got to let that one go. You're
right. People do get lonely because they lose the connection. But my opinion, it's mostly women. I really said and I really thought about this. How many men would say that they're lonely in their marriage? Probably none of them.
No, first of all,
I won't say no.
There you go.
I would say
fix it.
Very, 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 a very small few. I think this concern mostly comes from a woman. The feeling of lonely.
Okay.
Y'all only feel lonely when y'all ain't getting sex. That's the only time y'all want to come and complain about, baby, we don't spend no time together. Because you ain't getting sex. That's the only time, really. Would you agree?
Yeah, I might have to agree with that for the most part. Yeah. I might have to agree with that for the most part.
Yeah. But they good.
Yeah, we are. We like, me personally, let me speak for me, because every man might not be this way. Me personally, I like my alone time. When I'm at the crib by myself, got the remote control in my hand, I like that time.
But that time shouldn't be 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours at one time.
First of all, it depends.
I will say it could be 2 hours. 2 hours ain't that bad.
It just depends. Sometimes you need that.
But you come home and sit in front of the TV for hours.
First of all, no, I don't. Every day. No, I don't.
Oh my God.
No, I don't.
I don't feel lonely, but he do it. He do it.
Sometimes you need that to decompress, to be ready to take on the family, you know.
I agree. You need a little bit, but no, not every day. But yeah. So women, do you know that they said loneliness has a devastating effect on your health? Do you hear that, husbands? A wife that is lonely, or anybody that's lonely,
right,
that feeling it drains on you, and depresses your immune system.
I can believe that. I can. That's why, like in prison, a lot of people don't want to be in solitary confinement. In solitary, you can lose your mind being completely all alone. Your mind is going here and there. Also, communication is the biggest part of this to me.
I think women, what he just said was a great way to explain it to your husband.
You have to communicate to your spouse simply, baby, I'm lonely. And as a man, if I hear my wife saying she's lonely, as a man, if you hear your wife saying she's lonely, bells, alarms, everything best to go off in your head immediately. Because if she's lonely and feeling lonely, now you done dropped your woman down. Now she's vulnerable. Now that one cat that's constantly in her ear every day at work, letting her know how good she look, she might start to hear him now.
Right.
Because she's lonely. A spouse being lonely is dangerous.
Yeah.
If they're feeling lonely, that is a dangerous time in your marriage. Now they're more susceptible to fall to temptation from someone else. So if you're hearing your spouse saying they're lonely, man or woman, that's dangerous. You better pay attention. You really better pay attention to that.
And I would say, and I think people just think of it on the surface part, like you tripping, you always saying this, you know what I'm saying? It is a true feeling of, not only on your emotions, but it messes with like I said, it causes depression, anxiety.
Right.
And you start viewing everything
right.
in a negative way.
Start looking at yourself like, am I
enough? And when your mindset, when you're having depression and anxiety, your behaviors begin to change.
Right.
So you wonder why I'm tripping.
And men, we have to realize women need companionship more, in my opinion, than men do. Women need that love, that compassion.
I think men need it too.
No, there's no doubt about it. But y'all need that lovey-dovey. Y'all need us around like that, in my opinion, a lot more than we do. Men, we're cool with truly being alone watching the game. If we're watching the game alone, we ain't complaining unless we sipping and we need something.
Well,
a woman, if y'all sitting alone, at some point y'all gonna be like, you need your man.
Eric said women are time bullies.
They are. Jesus, he said that so right. Mac up.
We are not time bullies.
No, and honestly, I have no issues with it. I have no issues with my woman wanting to spend time with me. But at the same time, here's the flip side. When you want to spend all your time with your man, at times you can smother your mate.
I agree.
You can smother your mate. Allow your husband or your wife to take off her wife or husband hat, put on a homegirl hat, and relax and decompress and chill. Man, it shouldn't be all the time. They shouldn't wear that hat more than the husband.
I don't think people feel, when you're in a state of loneliness to the point you want a divorce, I don't think it's about spending 24 hours because you don't always want to be with me. I think that loneliness, when you're contemplating a divorce, it's because I truly feel alone in this marriage. You're not here for me mentally. You're not here for me physically. You're not here for me spiritually. And you do start to question yourself. And I'm saying that's one reason that you get married. Because you get to have that special place with someone.
And men, you have to let your woman talk. What are you talking about? This is what I'm talking about. Women love to talk. All you got to do, hey, babe, how you doing? How was your day? And 5 hours later, she'll be done. But she needs to do that. You have to allow your woman, you got to give her that. You really do. Y'all do need that.
We don't need 5 hours.
Okay, well, maybe
just
6 and a
allow
half.
us to give us about 10 minutes of your your
baby,
time.
slap your face. You
10,
said
15
10 minutes? Y'all
I
know
said-
dang well
I said when
you
we
need more than
coming
10.
in.
You gonna talk about nothing for 10 minutes before you talk about something worth talking about. But as a husband, I have to allow my wife to decompress. We decompress, baby, in front of a TV, sipping on something, watching the game, watching the fight. We decompress that way. A lot of times, women will decompress by simply talking to their man.
Yeah.
By simply talking to him. When she in there cooking, watch this, sit down, sip and sit down and listen to your wife. You have no idea how much she needed that and how much that have comforted her and just relieved her.
Right. And I would say, if you don't know or don't realize that your spouse is well, I'm talking about for the ladies. You don't realize that she is lonely, then here are some signs that may indicate she kind of, she in a different space than
I need
what
us
she should
listening,
be.
fellas. We gotta listen to this.
You wonder why she let herself go. That's a sign of that has a lot sometimes to do with depression.
Right.
She let herself go. She done gained weight. She don't care how she looks. She don't care what she put on. If that ain't always been her, something is going on with her.
Right.
She don't care about nothing you say.
Hey.
I don't care about nothing you saying.
Hey.
You don't care about me. You're not showing me that you are here for me. I don't care. And you wonder why I don't want to be submissive to you. Not saying she right.
Right.
But maybe she don't want to be submissive to you.
Right.
You can't pick and choose when you in this marriage thing. You want me to be submissive, but you don't want to spend no time with me. You don't want to do nothing for me.
Okay, that goes back to the woman. He don't want to spend no time. You can't be pick and choose when he ain't doing what he's supposed. You still need to be who you supposed to be. So don't pick and choose.
You can make it a whole lot easier for her to do her role
well
when
said.
you are doing what you're supposed to do.
I agree.
She don't want to make love with you. This the only time you want to act like you care about me. This is the only time you want to be with me is when you want some sex. No, I don't want to have sex with you. I'm just saying, husbands. I'm just saying, men. What did I, and what? Oh, a quiet wife is not a good thing. You might be happy. Oh, she ain't saying nothing.
That's scary.
If a woman
Be
ain't
scared.
talking, yeah, you need to be scared.
Sleep with something right beside you, like, oh hell.
Yeah. If your
that's
woman
dangerous.
ain't talking,
Yeah,
that ain't always a good thing,
No,
brothers.
that's never
I'll
a
tell
good
you
thing
that.
for the most part.
Because it's not at all.
And again, I said this earlier, and a lot of men especially the younger men, the younger brothers don't understand this, but you have to listen to your wife.
You better.
Hear her.
You
She
better.
says a lot. I understand, my brother. She does say a lot, but it is important to your marriage that you hear both each other, rather. And if your wife is saying she's lonely or complaining about you not spending time with her, you just unlock the door for someone else to get that time. She's wrong. It's two left shoes. If she do it, there's no justifying it. I don't give a damn if you never her. She's wrong, ladies. You are wrong. But at the same time, we're all human. Do not have your woman out here feeling vulnerable and lonely. You got her lonely, not getting no time, affection, and you think nothing could ever happen?
Exactly, Alva. Our inner thoughts. But we're not talking, man.
Yeah, that's scary.
We might not be talking to you, but the things that are running through our mind.
Yeah, everything does.
Oh, my
Daddy,
God.
what's up, big dog?
We might be thinking about... No, I ain't gonna even say that. That's crazy.
Oh, hell. Say it. Say it. No, but seriously, though, here's the most scared... The times that where I've been afraid is when I know she's pissed off or should be pissed off, and she just is quiet. Whoa. Hey, baby, you need me to cut the potatoes for you? Baby, you need me to... let me figure out what the hell's going on. That's a dangerous moment, fellas. If the quiet woman is there, that's scary right there. That's scary right there.
For those of you that are just now tuning in, please make sure you share the
the share
video.
button.
We're talking about reasons people may want a divorce.
Loneliness.
I think loneliness is what we're talking about right now. It's like, it's no way you should be in a marriage and feel lonely.
Right.
You should not. I would say this too, ladies. Don't assume he know. Although he should if he's into you, but they don't. They special for real. And they not always a word.
Don't ask me right now.
So tell him, and tell him very bluntly, I am lonely.
Yes.
No, you ain't got to sugarcoat
No, please don't.
Just say it. Because they act like they can't read between the lines. They
Sometimes
swear
we
they
can't.
can't read
Sometimes
between
we
the
can't.
lines.
Sometimes we truly can't.
So
a lonely spouse is a vulnerable spouse.
Yeah.
That is a dangerous space in your marriage. Your spouse should never truly feel alone. They may be alone at times because you're doing this or that. Hopefully out there grinding. But if she's or he's lonely, first and foremost, like you just said, tell him, baby, I'm going to be honest with you. I really have been feeling lonely these few days, these few weeks.
These few months.
A few months.
Or years.
And that should register to your spouse. Oh, you lonely? Okay, let me stop. Let me pump the brakes. Whatever the heck I was doing, let me put that on the back burner right now.
Right. My thing is, you can't say you love me, but your actions don't match. You make it hard for me to believe what you're talking about.
Nothing. Whoa, stop. I disagree. I understand what you're saying in principle. I truly understand. There are times in a marriage when both parties do things that you're like, wait, what? you disagree with that?
No, I agree with that.
Okay.
But I'm telling, it's just.
But a husband,
it's hard for me to believe
I don't
you
want
love
to
me when you don't ever want to be around me.
And
You don't
that
ever want to spend time with me. You don't want
that's
us to go
that's
nowhere.
when you ask your spouse, babe, seriously, why aren't we spending time? Why are you always doing this, or that?
Right.
Why aren't you spending? Ask.
Right.
Don't assume nothing in the marriage. You ask straight up, what's up?
And if this is the person you should be able to be
Comfortable
that vulnerable
with, yes.
and comfortable with.
Yes.
Look, if you can't talk to nobody else, you gotta be able to talk to each other.
Yes.
I mean, just lay it on the line.
When you assume that they know, that is that's crazy. It's somebody said selective hearing can go both ways. That is so real. Selective hearing killed that. That will break a marriage too. Yeah. You have to truly hear your spouse. And if it's a problem for your husband or if it's a problem for your wife, whether you feel it's a problem or not, guess what?
It's a
problem. It's a problem.
For y'all.
You may like, man, what you talking about? That's nothing. No, brother, you better listen to this woman. Ladies, you better hear this man, especially if it's coming from a brother. We don't complain like y'all do.
We don't complain.
Oh
we
my
just
God.
speak our truth.
All right, we'll see y'all next Saturday.
It's not complaining.
This woman
That's y'all problem right there. Y'all think the things that we talking about is complaining.
It is.
It ain't complaining.
I have no problem with you complaining. I have zero issues
That's
with
your
you
problem.
Complaining. If there's a problem you need to complain about, I don't have a problem with it. But don't sugarcoat and act like it ain't complaining. What the hell you think it's called?
I'm just opening up and telling you how
That's complaining. And there's nothing wrong with complaining to your spouse.
Complaining sounds negative.
But it's not. I don't think it's negative.
It do, cause y'all talk about us when we're not with y'all. Man, my wife, she always complaining about.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Man, my wife.
It is the truth, baby.
You need to find another word, cause complaining is negative.
Okay, my bad.
Quit doing stuff, and we won't have to complain.
Here we go.
Share the video.
Here we go. Don't start. We got back in.
Whatever. Like you.
23B. You know what I'm talking about?
All right, whatever.
The movie started. What's the next one?
But wait, the thing about it is
okay.
it's just a perceived notion that you don't care. Even if you say you do.
Right.
Loneliness make your spouse feel like you don't care. You're not interested. You less committed. That's why women start thinking, oh, you must be doing something with somebody else because I'm not getting your attention.
Right. When you allow them thoughts running ahead, people will come up with all kind of explanations. And it could be completely false. But here's the thing. If you truly love and value your spouse as you should, if they're hurting, you're hurting.
Yeah.
If something is truly wrong with your spouse, you should be in tune with your woman and with your husband that knows, okay, something wrong with baby. Baby,
Right.
what's up? And if she's saying, baby, I'm feeling lonely. A husband or a wife who ignores their spouse saying, I'm lonely, doesn't value their spouse as they should.
Right.
I'm not going to say they don't love you. I'm saying they're not truly valuing their spouse. Because if I'm lonely and you hear me say I'm lonely and truly don't care, there's a problem. And you need to get to it because there's something there's something hindering him or her.
And fellas that's out there, I always talk about your wife complaining. Guess what? That's a reflection on you.
Stop.
That is for more times than not. If you out there telling you, man, my wife always complaining, it's a reflection of you, my brother. So you might want to stop saying that. Unless you have a wife that complains about everybody, everything, she just has a negative mindset, that woman is totally different. But if her complaints are always
be quiet, Monica.
It's a reflection of you.
Okay, now let me speak on that.
Well, go on.
That can be true.
That is true.
That can very well be true.
It is.
But like you said, some people do complain all the time, and there's never enough.
I ain't talking about her.
But if my wife is complaining, and here's the thing, what you ladies don't realize. Men can complain a lot too if we truly wanted to. We just don't do it. Stop, I let you talk. We just don't do it as often as y'all do. Ladies, news flash real quick before I finish this point. Y'all ain't perfect.
Close to it.
Y'all make mistakes.
Not
y'all
often.
slip in areas too. Your husband just don't complain and voice it all the time like y'all do. Second, if you're complaining a lot, sometimes you do need to look in the mirror. Are your expectations unrealistic? You have to question that, because you can't have unrealistic expectations for your spouse. So therefore, look in the mirror first and ask yourself that question. Second, it could be the other person's fault. And honestly, as a husband and as a wife, if your spouse is complaining, you should really take heed to what they're saying.
If you care.
Yeah, you should.
If you really care, if you really love your spouse, if you really want your marriage to work, nobody should feel lonely. And how that may look in a relationship, if you're wondering, is my marriage, is my spouse probably feeling lonely? Are your conversations only about the kids or only about to-do lists? Right. That's all y'all talk about.
Right.
So one person watching TV in the evening, the other person on their phone. Y'all ain't spending no time together when y'all get home in the evening.
Right.
Y'all only go out with y'all friends. Y'all never do nothing together, but y'all seem to find time to go out with your homeboys and your homegirls, but not each other.
Right. Spending that quality time with your spouse, look at it like this is a flower. We're a flower. Mm-hmm. If we don't nurture that flower, water that flower, feed that flower, it's going to wither and die. Our relationship wither and die. That quality alone time is vital in the marriage, especially when you get kids. When you get kids, y'all here. You over here with the girls, I'm over here with the guys, and then we run in the next thing you know, a month went by, we haven't done nothing alone.
Right.
Everything is with the kids, everything is with the job, and there's no one-on-one time like we used to date. You cannot neglect you two.
Because what happens when you focus, all y'all talking about is the kids. When them kids get 18 and get out the house, right. And y'all done missed it with each other for years. Because
if you're not careful, you're spending so much time with your kids and your job. There you go. You're growing apart. I mean, you have to designate time. Damn it, son, baby girl, I'm sorry. Y'all can't come. This is mom and daddy time.
Right. And sometimes when you go into bed at different times, you go into bed at 9, your spouse going to bed at 12, you up early, they still sleep. So you're not even coming together at night one time.
Ooh,
Probably ain't even
Chanel,
having
that's
sex.
real.
What Chanel say?
She said, yes, men do complain. Y'all don't initiate it as much. But as soon as we bring something up, you use that time to get defensive. And you're right, because here's the thing. Here's what we do, and I'm guilty of this. Lord knows.
Well, speak on it then.
I gotta speak on it. Well, I'm not complaining. I'm thinking a lot about it, but I just ain't saying nothing. But then here she go complaining about. Well, then hold on. You need to. You ain't been doing, and you should be. And then it comes out.
And then we've had conversations.
But here's the problem. And I think somebody said it on her earlier. Men, we don't talk. We have issues with our wives. A lot of times we just don't voice it as much.
And probably
that's hold on, let me finish. That's on us. Fellas, you know how you get your woman? Tell her when there's a problem. Because she's going to come to you when it's a problem. So every time there's a problem and you see it fit, let her know.
Don't be doing this out of spite.
No, that's not. But I promise you, your wife is going to hear you and she may realize, damn, do I complain like that? Yep, you do.
And I had a...
What's your aha?
Why you all smiling?
I don't know.
Oh,
what's your aha moment?
My aha moment is that because men are not talking, but yet y'all are still having certain issues with your wife, then y'all are separating yourself from her physically.
Right. No, mentally too.
And physically. Yeah, mentally you're separating, but also physically.
Because
that's when she starts feeling lonely.
And here's the problem about us holding it in, guys. When she comes to us about an issue she's having, we'll blow up. Mm-hmm. We'll lash out in defense. And then we really didn't hear what she said. We were just on the attack mode about what she's not doing, but yet you complain about me. Now, hold on. You ain't doing it. And everything she said just went right past us. Mm-hmm. To where if we have been voicing our problems and issues, then when she come to us, we can hear our spouse.
And also listen to your spouse even when they think they're not listening, or maybe when they're not even complaining, or I'm going to stop using complaining. If they're not talking necessarily to you.
Love it.
Listen to the clues. Listen for when they're talking to other people. Peeping when y'all are in conversations with other people, what they're saying, because they may feel at that time they're more comfortable in speaking. So listen, don't be defensive. Oh, you were saying this. It may just be a cry out.
Right.
It may be a cry out. So loneliness is not a reason to get a divorce.
No.
That's my
That's
opinion.
Something you can easily work on. It is dangerous. I cannot stress this enough. Mm-hmm. Being lonely, having a lonely spouse is very dangerous.
Very.
Because now I'm just going to speak on the men. Fellas, if your woman is complaining about she's lonely and not getting time, she's been neglected. Now that one guy that's giving her that constant attention, she actually hears him. That she can. She may not, but she can actually hear him. Because if we got our woman up here, another brother can't get to her. When you drop your woman down to the level because you're not spending time, you're not communicating.
Loneliness is a reason for both. Because like you said earlier, don't nobody want to feel like they in solitary confinement in their marriage. No. If people in jail will go crazy and they whip themselves, imagine being with somebody but ain't being with nobody. It's You get up in her too much.
So here's some things how you can fix the loneliness.
We got 10 minutes.
Spend time with each other.
Yeah.
Do not neglect you two. I know you got your kids, you got your career, your kids are so active in everything. If you know, like
even if it's just 10, 20, 30 minutes a day.
Designate a time alone that you two know, mama, daddy, kids, no one is interfering with our alone time. Whether it's once a week, once a month, once a day, whatever it is, spend time with just each other. No cell phones, no whatever. If that's been the issue, cut off all communications with you guys for the most part and just focus on each other.
Right. On the Couples Lounge page, we have posted conversation starters that you can have. If you like the Couples Lounge page, you can go there and just each night pick a question to discuss. It should take probably about 20 minutes for y'all just to sit and talk. It's some easy questions just to reconnect with each other. And first, you got to acknowledge that it's even a problem.
Right.
If your spouse is saying lonely, well, I don't know why you feel lonely. Don't matter. They feel lonely.
Also,
so deal with it.
Make a decision. Make a time so we're going to fall into bed together. And so it's been many times my wife would get ready to go to sleep. I ain't sleep, so I'm in the man cave watching TV. Yeah. No, get in the bed with your woman or with your man and spend that time alone. Whether you got the TV on and she's going to sleep, but you're in there together.
Yeah. So, what if my spouse isn't living up? I feel like my husband and wife is just flat out lazy and sorry. He or she is not living up to their potential, and I'm about ready to leave. What should I do?
Pray. Get on your knees and let God fight that battle. Let God fight your battles for you.
Right.
Too many times we try to handle it ourselves, and I'm guilty of it, but we don't put it in God's hand and leave it to Him to where let Him fight. God has a way of turning things around better than what we can.
And if I think you have an issue with this one. If you marry somebody for the promise, what they gonna bring my life and what, you know what I'm saying, minus the love. If you just marry for the potential, oh, they got money, they this, that, and the other, then this is where I think where major problems start happening in your marriage when you marry them for the wrong reason. Hold on, I gotta find my notes. So you have to ask yourself, what is your motivation for thinking like they're not living up to your potential or what you think they should be. I think that's what you're not living up to what I think you can do or what you know. But maybe they are happy. They're happy in their career choice.
I'm happy as a trash man. You want me to be CEO, but I'm happy going to work every day.
So are your motivations are that you are dissatisfied with his or her career choice or their income?
Right.
The things you want in life, and there are things that you want in life and you will not be able to have them.
Right.
Because you feel like that person is not bringing their part to the marriage.
And when saying the word lazy, you have to be careful because we all, husband and wife, slack at some point in the marriage. Ladies, you're slacking at some point, or maybe on the cooking.
But we're talking about in life, baby. We're talking about in what you're doing. Like you're not living up to your potential. Are you talking about living up to potential?
I'm just talking about in general. I wasn't putting it in this one box for as just a job.
Okay.
Because a husband may feel a wife is lazy in keeping the house clean and cooking and not having a meal prepared for me. Right. And that's a serious problem.
Right.
Where she may be focused on he's being lazy on his career endeavors and bringing in cash to the crib.
Right.
We both saying each other's lazy. You just said I'm lazy over here, but I'm saying you lazy over here. But hell, it's both a problem.
It is. So, but I feel like when you're dealing with the situation that, because I think that's what really will tear you up if you feel like in their career-wise and what they're trying to do with their life
and that's dangerous to me. Who are you to tell me what I need to be doing for as a job, what I should be doing? If I'm happy with this, now if I need to bring in more income, then I need to get another job.
Right.
But who are you to tell your wife you need to be account when she's happy as a secretary, or I'm just trying to think of something.
That you need to find another job.
And she feels this is her calling. This is what she's supposed to do. But I'm gonna tell you see to do something different.
Yeah. You
being lazy?
Yeah.
No, you got to be careful with that.
And I think you got to see if your spouse is happy doing what they are doing, and it may not be bringing in the money that you think they should bring in. You don't get to a disgusted point.
Right.
Because sometimes I think, and it might be more so women than men, but maybe men do a lot of little petty things, nowadays.
Hold on.
They do a lot of petty things nowadays, but I would say you can figure out a way to work it out. You gotta just be if that's what they love to do. You just gotta
communication. Almost everything in a marriage come back to communication.
Right. It does.
Proper communication. You gotta know how to talk to your spouse, because sometimes it ain't what you said, it's how you say it.
Right.
So if you have an issue with what they're doing or think they got more
how
in
they're
them,
making a living.
right? The way you talk to a man, ladies, could make a man feel like he can lift Mount Everest with one hand.
Yeah.
Or you could make him feel like he's lower than dog crap. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
A woman can just hope your encouragement, your backing will make a man want to run through a brick wall.
Yeah.
At times, y'all truly don't get that. And at times, you could make us feel like there's nothing we're doing is right. We could never please you, no matter how hard we try. You could make a man feel that way. There's power in your tongue.
Yeah.
On both parties. Because no one can piss their spouse off like their spouse.
Right.
No one can upset you with their words like your husband or your wife can. So be careful on what you say to
And I think a lot of times your intentions are good in these areas. Like, you see how great they are,
right,
or how good they can be at something. So I
right,
think the intentions
right
are coming from a good place. It's just how your deliverance is a lot of times what
and
throws off everything.
Use words of encouragement and get on your knees and pray. Fast and pray all the time.
And get in touch with why. You got to really sit, like you say, reflect as to why do I fit. Because a lot of times you can see the potential in somebody and they don't see it in themselves.
That's real.
So this is like one of them people that's just not a man or woman that loves what they do, but they just ain't doing nothing.
Right.
They ain't doing nothing. You sitting at home, you hate the job you have, but you ain't doing nothing to try to find something better, to try to do something different. And they just don't see it.
Right.
And I'm still baffled sometimes about, you can encourage, you can motivate people. You think you're saying all the right things, but a lot of times when they are in a depression, some people, I don't know if they even want to come out. You know what I'm saying? And so
for good, for bad, for better, for worse.
Yeah.
For better, for worse. And again,
that becomes hard, man. It
does.
It is.
Put it in God's hand. If we're believers, if you call yourself a believer, believe.
Right.
We pick and choose when we want to give God our battles. A lot of times we want to try to handle it ourselves. Put it in His hands and pray. That's all you can do.
Each one of us gonna hit one of these. I don't think it's a reason to get a divorce. I just think you need the skills and a different mindset.
Yes.
So if you are experiencing this, your spouse isn't living up to your expectations for as career-wise, or I don't know, you just feel like they're not living up. If they love their job, regardless if you feel like they could be doing better, just be supportive and encouraging.
Because you are as one, their lack of motivation will impact you no matter how hard you try to make yourself believe it doesn't.
I think because a lot of times, I would say for me, what I tried to do was like, I don't care. Whatever, it's him. That's what he want to do. That's what he want to do. It don't bother me. It don't affect me. I'm going to keep whoop the whoop. Lies.
Yes.
Because we are as one.
Yes.
Whatever he do or don't do, it's going to affect me.
Yes.
One way or another.
Yes, it will.
So you got to get out that mindset. I said, but don't allow what you think they should be doing cloud your love for them. Because I think sometimes.
Because what you think they should be doing is not necessarily, may not be what they should be doing.
Right.
Just because I think you need to be cutting have your own barbershop but he doesn't have the skills and everything he needed to own and operate a shop. He may not need to be doing that right now.
Right.
Figure out how to support them without anger, bitterness, and resentment. That is so key. Again, I said it a million times. I'm going to say it one more time. Pray. Give it to God. It sounds simple, and it is simple. When your spouse is not doing what you feel they should, ask God to
reveal.
supersede, right, in your behalf.
Yeah. And you can't make them choose a career or a job that suits you.
No.
I think you should be doing this. You can encourage them because you do see that potential.
Right.
Because I do think as a married couple, we should encourage and motivate. You should be seeing things in me that, babe, you should be doing this. And you got the capabilities. We should be doing that. But because they don't turn it around in our time.
Right. And again,
we can't get...
You may simply have unrealistic expectations.
I don't think so.
You can have. You don't think you can have unrealistic expectations?
Not about how great you can be. I don't.
Oh, well, no. If you want me to own my own shop, but I have no business skills, that's unrealistic.
That's why I'm here as your helpmate. Let's figure out how to do this together.
I like how you sound, girl.
Let's figure out how we can
and
do
lastly,
this together.
no job is unacceptable.
Absolutely.
Fellas, I don't care. Man, if you're retired and okay, I ain't talking to that brother. I'm talking about that young brother that should be out working. You not having a job is unacceptable. I can't simply stress that enough.
Right.
Men are supposed to work. If you're relying on your woman to go to work and you're sitting at home.
1 second. You all are tuned into the Couples Lounge Radio Show. We thank you for hanging with us on today. This is your girl Candace and Ramon
Country
Tuck.
boy.
And we are about to get at the studio. So go and like our Facebook pages, our Instagram, our YouTube, The Couples Lounge, and also check us out on thecoupleslounge.net. Thank you, and you all have a great Saturday.
Yeah, a man not working is unacceptable. A man has to work. We were born to do this. God created.
I'm on this before we go.
Okay, break it down. You done interrupted me. I forgot what I was going to say.
You said men have to work. Ignorant. Because I posted this on the page, I do want us to hit this. I think my husband is gay. Should I get a divorce? I'm just going to hit on this real quick.
Yeah, that's pretty simple.
It's not real simple.
Is that really an issue, though?
You tell me if this is a reason you should be concerned, women. If your husband are hitting on multiple of these, kind of get concerned. He's not lusting over you. He don't touch you. Don't want to touch you. He's not attracted to you or any other females. Yes, you do have to be peeping, looking, and watching. He's never jealous. He's extremely homophobic. Extremely. You call gay porn in his history on his computer or on his phone. Or your computer history is always clean. That's a sign of something. If your computer history always clean, but he always or she, well, we talking about he right now, always on it. He always makes you initiate sex only. He's having sex only to appease you, not because he wants to. Very seldomly or never wants to have sex. That is not common for a man.
No, at all.
And at least not for this one. And so I know many men, they want to have sex. So if your husband is
if I come in the room and my wife is laying on her stomach watching TV, oh girl, come here. Hey, I can say that do it for me. Oh my God, don't be laying on your stomach. I just see that.
So if your husband does not want to have sex with
or
you,
she get out the shower, she drying out and putting lotion on,
and he can just walk past you and nothing.
Let her dry or put lotion in front of me.
Focus.
I am focused. I'm focused, all right. Oh my God, I'm focused.
He becomes very touchy with other men when he's drunk.
Say, I don't want to be a part of this conversation.
You don't know his homeboys, and he gets defensive when you ask about them. Over the past year, his appearance has started to change a little bit. Doing and saying things that make you give him this face.
You look like baby girl right there.
He'd rather go to dinner and a show with his homeboys and spend holidays with them.
Yeah, he's gay.
Yeah. If your husband is doing several of these things, sis, he may be gay. They said not all straight. They said straight men can do some of these things too. That doesn't mean he's gay.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah, straight man. I
No,
know.
they even said having sex with other men. That
Oh,
doesn't mean
what? Say, I almost cussed. This is a family show, baby. That's gay.
No, they said this.
That's impossible.
Listen, he said one therapist said straight men that have sex with men.
Stop. That doesn't make sense.
Are not necessarily gay.
He's gay. He's lying.
He's just
lying.
want quick sex.
He's lying.
And they know that they can get that from
Stop
a man.
reading. He's lying.
Because women
Stop
normally don't want
reading.
to have
He's
quick
lying. If you have sex with a man, you're gay. There's no bisexual for men. You're gay. I want to say something else, but this is a family thing. You're gay.
Well, they said it's because of sexual
No,
abuse.
because he's gay.
Listen, or they have father hunger.
He's gay.
They want that male connection.
No, he's
Or they
just
like
gay.
kinky
He's
sex.
He's just gay. I almost said he's just gay. We just gonna end it with that. That brother. Now, sometimes him not wanting to have sex with you, that don't mean he's gay.
I agree.
Because here's the
No, that's
thing.
why I said multiple
Free gay.
things.
Here's real talk. If you're stepping out on your spouse, you're not gonna want your spouse sometimes, or a lot of the times. My old man told me that when I was in college. He said, "Son, be careful when you out here in these streets. You ain't gonna want what you got at home." Like what? Whatever. But that's real.
But if it's most of them, if they got,
Yeah, to
if they
spend
got
time with
over
the
half of
homeboys.
these,
and,
you might want to look at that.
And then your physical appearance, you want to be sexy for you. Now, if I met you and you was a size 4, you got married and you was a size 6, now you're a size 18, he may not just be attracted to you. Don't mean he gay. You don't look good to your man no more.
But
You a size 17, you was a size 6 when we got together.
y'all would have sex with anything.
No, you a damn lie. Don't you say, man, you got me cussing on her. I'm sorry. 23B, don't go there. No, we won't.
Your wife ain't so up like that.
When you're young, you might be. The older you get now, we're selective. We ain't gonna just put it with anybody.
So what's your ruling? Should she get a divorce if she?
Yeah, that's it. To me,
if she finds out.
and
her
I
husband
hate
is gay.
telling anyone
We gotta go.
to get a divorce. But when you're gay, that's dangerous. If your husband is gay, that's dangerous. We'll holler at y'all next week, man.
Bye. My ruling is yes. If he's gay, you got to let him go. That's too dangerous to play with. Too dangerous. Bye.